you also got to understand, like, don't be ignorant to the play. Don't be ignorant to American culture. Don't be ignorant to the fact that you're going to get bombarded. And like you said, you almost got to turn your phone off.
For sure.
Because I bet if 50% of our listeners, at least probably more, go and look at their closet, you got a bunch of stuff in there that either you don't need or you can't fit no more. Like, what are you saving for?
Yeah, I'm saving it. So my cousin's getting married
You're
in
going to be
2026.
59.
Yeah, and you're going to gain 30 pounds in
Right.
2 years.
I'm thinking them wealthy thoughts, baby.
Everything about you.
All right, what's up? It's your boy, StephenMotivate, back again with another joint session with my co-host, my friend, and yours. Introduce yourself, Steve.
Yo, what's up, man? Steve James.
What's up, man? This is so crazy
day.
because, like,
It's hot.
it's hot. It's the summertime. Summertime.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, when it's hot, when it's summertime, it's a lot going on. You know, it's kind of hard to know what to do.
As far as what, hitting the streets.
Yeah. Do you hit the streets? Do you stay inside? Do you spend a little money? Do you save a little money?
Save it.
It's summertime, though. You got to, sun's
Yeah.
out, buns out, as they say.
I don't know about the buns out, but yeah, I feel you. That's crazy.
Balls.
You might need to restart. But yeah, I feel you. It does. When it's hot, it makes you. It's like, do I go spend some money on a new outfit? Do I get some kicks?
Yeah.
What do I do?
What do you do?
I be having that bug.
Yeah, man. Well, the bug has got me. I seen, Saks just had some sales.
I should have never called you and told you.
Yeah, you shouldn't have, because I've been being good. I've been saving money, focused on the business. Here you come talking about 70% off designers.
I think
I'm just gonna go look for a second. I ain't gonna buy nothing.
Look, I texted. Well, I think the only reason is because they only had youth sizes, so it's just like you might as well go run that play because it's plenty of.
Yeah, they do always have my size. See,
Always have your
it's
size.
advantages to being, uniquely designed.
I
That's
like how you did that.
Yeah, that's how you got to do
But
it.
yeah, you'll never not be able to find an outfit.
Everything is an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, what was we saying? What's the Kanye song?
And I spent $400
$100 on this, just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this.
And I can't even go
To the grocery store without some.
We talked about this that line is so crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's how we are.
Yeah, it is. That was very culturally on point, culturally accurate.
Yeah. Because it's like, I'm going to spend this bag on something that I know a lot of people won't have.
Don't have it.
Yeah.
Don't know about it. I'm wearing a Rude t-shirt today, which we now know is completely overpriced.
No, not now.
Well, we've always known, but we know with a different level of specificity.
Yeah.
Like, who's the dude online you been seeing? See, I got to check out this dude online that's going through all the different
I'm referring
designer, and it was the big. So we need to look that up too, because it was the big thing in Italy, I think.
Yeah, with Dior.
And like the country done got upset at how much they marking up their prices. The whole country just got mad at Dior and said, you know what, y'all overcharging people, and we're sick of it.
Let's see. But his name is Daniel Hong.
Okay, Daniel Hong, look him up.
Hong Fit, HOANGFIT. I like this dude's page. Like, he really breaks down. Like, when you're in fashion, it's different. So when you come across people's pages, and you see, value that they're basically bringing to people's lives, bringing, fashion to the forefront, because people don't know these things.
Yeah.
And being that we're in fashion, I have a clothing brand, St. James, and I think that's kind of what shifted me into that. Like, man, I spend a lot of money on designer stuff. Why don't I have my own?
Why? Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that goes back to brand awareness.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that you have a Rude t-shirt on? How is it that t-shirt that you have on is $300+?
Yeah.
And we know it's only a $5, $8, $10 at the most type of t-shirt.
Yeah. They haven't done anything more than $10. They haven't added any more value other than maybe possibly $10 worth of value. Maybe they used a better ink,
a better fabric.
They double stitched.
That ink is strictly silkscreen.
Yeah.
That on the front and on the back is silkscreen.
Not even.
And that costs the ink. You need this much. Where's my camera at?
Can't even make your fingers.
That right
small
there
enough.
is how much you need to print a lot of shirts. Almost 100 shirts you can print with just a little swipe of ink.
Yeah.
But that just shows you how important
branding is.
Yeah. Because I have such a demand for my product that I can put that price tag on it.
Because I would say, like, probably it depends on the age group, but I would say probably 80% of people don't even know what Root is. Don't know. They aren't widely known. Like, you go to the designer stores, and even not even just the designer stores, like I say, the higher end department stores, the Nordstroms, the Saks, the Neiman's.
Yeah.
Root don't have no big
section.
placement.
Yeah. No,
They don't have no, like,
and
people.
it's actually crazy when I go. I really don't be, but when I usually go like to Saks, sometimes they wouldn't even have the product.
Yeah, they don't have it. They might have it online.
Yeah, they have
But
it online, but in store,
Yeah.
like going to go pick up a Miri jean
Yeah,
or a Rude,
Yeah.
and I maybe I just don't go to the places that actually hold it.
Well, no,
but-
because we went to when we was on vacation not too long ago. We went to Palm Beach, and I'm thinking Palm Beach is I think it was the Garden of Palms. If you in Florida, been to that area, so I'm like, let me go to the Palms. To the mall down there, because they have, like, if you've ever been to Palm Beach, it's like being in L.A. or Miami.
They're known for that high end.
Just you're seeing Rolls Royces like you're seeing
Hondas.
Toyotas or Hondas. Yeah, like, so people down there have a different level of income, but they didn't have Root, and you got to think about the demographics of that. Those people that got them roses, these aren't 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
These are
They're
40, 50, 60-year-old people that have matriculated through life, and they don't wear that.
Rude, yeah.
Yeah.
They're wearing
They're wearing
regular t-shirts.
They were in Brunello Cucinelli or whatever.
Brunello, yeah, and Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
Them old players they gonna have a Hugo Boss tracksuit on
Exactly.
with the loafers,
Right.
with a bust down, not even a bust down watch, something.
Yeah, Italian loafers with a
Something.
freaking Cartier. But the point you're making is really good. And what I was trying to indicate is that, like, a lot of people don't know about the brand yet.
Yeah.
But we know about it. And you got to think about, at least for me, what has shot this brand up? What did they do branding wise that made them stand out or make you feel like that Kanye line is true? Not too many people is up on this, because you saw Jigga in it. You saw Jay-Z with the hat,
With the bucket, yeah.
with the bucket, or at some of the games, and some people not paying attention to that. But if you're into fashion,
Yeah, you look at that.
you look at that like, oh, what's that?
So what was it that struck you with Rude? Because I love Rude. I love the brand.
Hey, I like the story behind
And
it.
I like Ruigi. Like, I like
That.
Yeah, I like him. Like, his story, how he, just how he navigated through it. You know what I mean? It's inspiring for.
It's inspiring.
Especially, for because he's not.
He's from overseas.
Yeah, he's from overseas. You know what I mean?
He's not.
Like,
He's not black.
yeah.
He's not. White, but he's. I think
forgot
he's
his
I think he's Filipino
Yeah, Filipino.
or something. But like just to even have an eye, and I think he was in L.A. I think he probably half of his teenage years, young adult years he spent out in L.A. But when you think about that, yeah, like you're answering it for me. That is what drew me to the brand.
For sure.
Like, okay, I like this dude's story, and I like the aesthetic. Like, I think this shirt. And some of the shirts he has, really, they'll have like a little town or place on them that you probably want to vacation at, or you probably think it's like, oh, that's kind of dope, or it's just, it's just something about tying the elements of culture together and doing it well. So there is something to say about that, and I think when a brand, but there's a lot of brands that do that well. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff out there.
For sure.
Not everybody's able to get that same brand onto Jay-Z's back. Right. So it's like, that's just.
So you think the celebrity status is what will catapult a brand?
Absolutely. It helps and especially like you're talking about icon.
Yeah, it's
You're
Jay-Z.
talking about somebody who's been through, almost all the decades of rap and is somehow still relevant.
Yeah. Wearing young people's clothes.
Right. I'm 50 years old and it's like, oh, that's cool. So there is something about tying, because it's these lifestyles like branding and fashion. It's like you're superimposing a lifestyle when you put the clothes on. And if you got enough good commercials, if you got enough people wearing it, if your lookbook is so to when I look at your brand, it's like, wow,
I can see myself in this item.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's the importance of branding.
Yeah. And I could be in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm in Monaco or
just from putting it on.
Yeah, psychologically. Even if I don't, and that's the trick that people are playing. So it's like, and then you mess around and you overspend on something that ain't truly worth that. But the only reason you feel like it's worth it is because, okay, not everybody has it, and the way they've positioned themselves is it makes you feel like, all right, maybe I
can justify spending a little bit more to support.
I'm in the what do you call it? The Maldives. The Maldives. I'm on a yacht right now.
Sure.
You're not. You're on a couch and
you're sitting on the couch.
Nobody's gonna see you. And
you threw this outfit on and you're not even going anywhere.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But it's that juxtaposition of cool, fancy, luxury, exclusive type things. Boom. My brand represents all those same things.
Yep. I love it.
But it's the same.
That's how I'm approaching my brand.
But it's the same thing with St. James.
Yeah. Is that a hat, St. James hat you got?
Oh, I do have on St. James.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Wow, that was definitely not planned, but it probably can feel like it was. But, again, not a lot of people aren't up on this.
Right.
And even putting them together is like, oh, it's a play. Like,
it's like, oh, well, what is that? And I think that's the biggest thing with branding. You don't have to always, because what I'm seeing now is people wear the whole outfit.
Yeah.
They got on a Rude t-shirt, Rude pants, Rude shorts.
Yeah.
The Rude socks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rude.
To the shoes.
Yeah, to the kicks. And it's like, that's branding. But at the same time, when it's fashion, it's like, I don't have to put everything Rude on.
Right. And even
it's easy to, I can throw a Rude t-shirt on, I can throw a Chrome Heart t-shirt on and wear some different type of jeans, and I don't have to be decked down with that particular brand.
And you know what? Me and Eddie would talk about this. That's really an indication of two things. Either one, you're lazy, or you don't know how to dress, you've gotten super lazy.
You're banking on the designer to dress you.
Exactly. You're
because
so
you don't know
lazy.
how to put nothing else together.
You can't put nothing else together. Or your stylist is lazy, where they're letting you, because at this point you likely aren't. You may not be picking your own clothes, and they're just kind of lazily. All right, let's just put this whole runway fit on you. And they may like it, but it's kind of like, okay, now you're doing the most. Now you from head to toe, like Try a little bit.
I see people when they do podcasts. I mean, we talked about this, just people that are selling something. But it's like, bro, you have a full Gucci everything on. Hat, polo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
Because if you can look good without spending a bunch of money, that's actually more fashionable, more creative
100%.
than just let me go spend an unnecessary amount of money, which we're sitting here telling you that I spent almost $300. Probably, I don't know how much I spent on this shirt because there was a sale and stuff going on. But still, it's not worth the money. It's not. It's not worth it.
And then what happens?
But you're still going to have an allure to it.
For sure.
Because of the things we just mentioned.
For sure. And it's the cool factor.
Yeah.
If I know that, if I'm going somewhere and I see somebody, it's just like, oh, okay. There's a couple things that comes to mind if I see someone that knows how to dress.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're a fashionable person or you like higher end stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you have a little bit of change. And you don't have to have change just because I have something, but if your constant wardrobe is very drippy, one of those is, you know. And I just think that it's, like I said, I think whoever is, inclined to spend that amount of money.
Yeah, and it don't even have to be that you have a little bit of change. It's that you spend a little bit of change.
You spend a little change, yeah.
Because we've already flipped that on its head.
For sure.
Like, just because the facade is that, okay, because I have on a $500 outfit, that I have $500.
Right.
But it could be the exact opposite. No, I'm wearing.
I spent my last $500.
I spent $500 and I'm walking around.
For sure.
Trying to, and that's a play and that's a move. Like, okay, let the clothes or the brands talk for me, do the speaking. Because if I go, like you said, a person does get a chance to evaluate you, you will make yourself stand out a bit by doing so.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's no substance behind,
you just got on.
Yeah, you just got on clothes.
And I think for me now, like yesterday, I called you yesterday. I'm like, I'm doing a splurge in my closet. Like I literally, if I haven't worn it in a year, it's out.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of my thing. If I didn't wear it in 2023, it's a wrap.
Yep.
Because I feel like now that I don't even have to buy designer stuff anymore.
We have too much stuff.
Yeah, it's just too, like I have and I'm not talking about the 30-gallon trash bag. I'm talking about the one that goes into the U-line trash can. The big
the industrial commercial.
60-gallon maybe. Like, why is this full to the brim?
Truck.
You know what I mean? From shirts to pants. And I don't know, man. I'm simple now. I just feel like now, we knocking on 40.
Yeah, becoming what I think they call post luxury.
Post luxury. Ooh.
I've been there. Yeah. I've went it. I know what it feels like to go cash out on this, that, or the third. All right. There's a feeling, but it's fleeting.
Yeah. Sure.
There's nothing sustainable about you hate to say it, but wasting money.
For sure.
On designer things. There's nothing. And if you're trying to get your life together, it's really unwise.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think the biggest issue is people haven't had the luxury to have nice things. So the minute that you do get some money, you have so much stuff that's in your face. It's like, man, I've been wanting these Balenciaga shoes. I've been wanting these, these brands. You've been wanting them because they're feeding it down. Like, oh, every time you look on your timeline, it's like, man, all of this designer stuff. All it takes is for you to click on one designer, your whole algorithm's messed up. Throw your whole day off. You got to turn your phone off.
Right.
Like, I'm about to spend something that I don't have.
Right.
Like, it's crucial. So I think that
that's so true.
Once you get a taste of that, because that's how it was for me. I didn't have the luxury to buy Jordans and stuff when we was coming up. Like, my parents wouldn't buy me no $150 kicks.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you do get a little bit of change and it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to go buy these Balenciaga shoes. But when you get them, it's like, oh, this did nothing for
Right.
me. And number one, why am I doing it?
Right.
Now, I like designing stuff because I like it for me.
Yeah.
I like putting it together. But it don't have nothing to do with, oh, let me see. Because I literally just went to Ross and cleaned up.
Yeah.
And you won't even know when I put these items on that it's a Ross item.
Yep.
Because that's what fashion is. It's like, it don't have to be designer.
No.
I can go to the Goodwill. I can go to a thrift and throw something together and still stand out. Like, I got on $100,000 outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's fashion.
That is fashion, because if you can still stand out with on a budget or without the design, it shows that you're creative. It shows
sure.
that you put it together. And there's respect, like you spoke one time on one of our episodes of. It shows also good manners. I know how to present myself to the world. I respect myself enough to clean up a bit, but it don't mean I emptied the bank account to do so.
To do it, yeah.
And there's also something we got to think about, to your point, when the algorithm gets messed up. If we understand branding and that it is important if you're going to make money. Like, congratulations to Rude. Congratulations to Gucci, or what's some other brands that's out there?
It's a lot.
It's a lot of brands, but congratulations to you guys for, generating revenue from a business aspect. But for our Wealthy Thoughts listeners, you also got to understand, like, don't be ignorant to the play. Don't be ignorant to American culture. Don't be ignorant to the fact that you're going to get bombarded. And like you said, you almost got to turn your phone off.
For sure.
Because I bet if 50% of our listeners, at least, probably more, go and look at their closet, you got a bunch of stuff in there that either you don't need, or you can't fit no more, or even if you like it and all that, you don't even have the time to wear it. You don't even have enough events to go to, like, or you're like saving it for, like, what are you saving for?
Yeah, I'm saving it. So my cousin's getting married
You're
in
gonna be
2026.
59.
Yeah, and you're going to gain 30 pounds in 2 years.
The stuff is gonna crumble in your closet.
Yeah.
Like these. So I do, like, I'm not saying don't. Obviously, who am I to say don't spend money on designer clothes? But I think just don't like fool yourself to be like, well, I did this because no, you wasted some money. And if you got enough money that you're saving, if your business is generating, if you got okay,
Cool.
Do what you want with your disposable income, but also understand that you're in a society, an American society, that brands are coming at you all. That's why we don't eat right. That's why we spend too much. That's why we going after something that is fleeting and doesn't have fulfillment, is because we're in a society that's like, everything's about, okay, what do you look like? What are you eating? And we're kind of like running out of breath trying to keep up with brands.
Yep.
And they got us by the dangling by the by our shoestrings. It's like,
And it's
I gotta have these.
Yeah.
You don't have to have them.
you don't you don't have to have them. You want them.
Right.
And that's society. We want things that we shouldn't have.
We want, and this just can't. It's Sunday, by the way. We want things that dress us up on the outside, but what's happening on our inside?
Come on.
do. For real, like we but that's what our society does to us.
Yeah.
Like, we spending so much time spending money on how can I dress with the outside? But man, is it, like we've talked about, am I consistent?
Yeah.
Why don't you spend some money trying to figure out how to be consistent?
Yeah. And if you're not spending money to make money, because having nice clothes is a play, regardless.
It can be a play, absolutely.
Because if I show up, if I'm going to a meeting and this meeting is going to generate me something, and then those are the different types of.
Yeah, it's a case by case situation.
You know what I mean? It's
Absolutely.
like, now, if you just buying it just to stunt for your buddies to show that you got it, it's like,
how long you gonna do that?
yeah. Well, why you not go ahead and just start your own brand? And because what's the point of you spending money on something and you're not getting to the bag?
Yeah,
I don't want to look nice and not be getting to the bag.
exactly.
I'd rather be in sweats and whatever.
Yep.
If it's not going to generate me some cash flow.
Yeah, because it's all, the Bible says it's all vanity. When you really think about it, it's emptiness anyway. Whether you get to the bag or not,
Right.
it's like, I just want people to see it for what it is. Like, don't think it's more than what it is. Yes, it's nice clothes. And yes, it is a play and it can help you have good conversations. But even if you have the best conversation,
Right.
like this stuff,
It's the
this
stuff.
is just stuff. It's just
materials.
material
Yep.
thing. It's not your family. It's not your
Yeah.
loved ones. It's not what's really deeply important matters in life.
But that goes back to if you've never had it before.
Yeah, you still gonna want it.
You can say that, but if I ain't never put on a $200 t-shirt, a $500 hoodie, it's a difference. Now, when you get into the actual fabrics and everything, it's like, oh, okay. Now I understand.
Yeah, there are some
why this hoodie costs, because it weighs more than I do.
right.
So, it's like it's just levels. It's levels when it comes to the fashion.
Yeah, it's
man,
not
but
all fluff. Because sometimes
I think that people just need to be. Don't go over your. Don't live beyond your means, and that's what it boils down to. Because these brands are so enticing that it's easy to do that.
Yeah, don't.
But that goes back to our our main point. How important brand awareness is.
Yeah.
If I can get you to spend $300-$400 as the owner, come on.
Yeah. Think about how your brand is aligning to other things and what sort of feeling people are getting when they see your brand. And that, when you think about music videos and it's like you hear a song, you can almost feel yourself in the video. That's why they start making videos.
Right.
Because I want to reinforce how this music is supposed to make you feel.
Yeah.
So when you hear I think about the one when I was really young that still sticks in my mind. What was it? Tupac and Snoop, and they in the pool and stuff. They have it. It seemed like all of Tupac's.
He was always in the pool.
He was always in the pool with his shirt
Jumping around.
half naked women. I mean, that was his formula, right? I can't even remember the song right now, but that was branding.
Yeah,
his business people, and so yeah, it's just like don't be ignorant to the things that make business tick, that make you want something. Why do I want this so bad? Because that strong branding is
catching you.
Is attracting you so much so that you're like, oh, I gotta have it.
Yep.
So just be wise enough to realize, we're a little bit older now, so we wise enough to know, okay, I may still spend it, but I know exactly what I'm doing.
I know that T-shirt that I'm looking at debating to pay $300 costs 10.
Costs 10 cents. Not even $10, 10 cents.
Oh my gosh.
It will blow you away.
Man.
It will blow you away how much the markup is on clothes.
It's crazy.
And we're buying into it because of the branding.
Because of the branding. Wow.
That's good, man.
Power of branding.
The power of branding. So, look, for all our wealthy thoughts, folks, hopefully this gets you thinking like the wealthy. A lot of wealthy people understand this. They understand that ain't worth what you might be asked to pay for it. And so a lot of times they negotiate better. They think better about things. They hesitate. They really try to let the brand know that, look, you're not going to fool me like you might fool everyone else. I understand the power of branding, but I also, because I understand it, know how to push back on it and not spend my last trying to keep up with a brand. So I hope that helps y'all like it's helped us.
Sure.
Check out St. James clothing.
Yeah, stjamescollection.com, man. It's good quality and very reasonably priced.
You better get it before it go to $700.
You better get it before the hoodies is $500.
$500 a thread.
I ain't gonna turn it down. You hear me?
Look, y'all be blessed, man. As always, stay motivated. It's your boy StephenMotivate.
Steve James.
All right, peace.
Peace.
I'm thinking them wealthy thoughts, baby.
Every